You know, Symphony, I don't think you've met the man, the myth, the legend that we're going to talk to in a second. He's a good friend, but he is, if you did the Mount Rushmore of broadcasting legends.
This feels right.
This guy would be the guy taking your admission fee. No, that's not true. Say hi.
I can't even believe I fell for that.
Vinnie Penn is no stranger to the Connecticut landscape. Born on the shoreline, man of the shoreline. If there's anything on the shoreline, he knows about it. He's also one part, I call him one part communicator, one part great father, but all things Connecticut. And Vinnie joins us this morning with, who's your entourage with you today?
This is my son, Luke.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in just a second.
Fledgling guitarist.
Fledgling guitarist, we'll see. Vinnie's got a show coming up at Woodwinds, and we'll give you the details on that in a second. But let's start with you first, okay? You're on WELI every morning.
Yep.
Shows runs from when to when?
6 to 10 every morning on WELI and Hartford WPOP.
Because clearly I'm not able to lison because I'm a little busy during those hours.
On vacations, you choose not to, though, as well.
You're following me a little too closely there, Vin. How do you feel 4 hours? I mean, now, and I know it's easier for you than anybody else because you know this community.
Sure.
But how do you feel it?
Well, I mean, it's equal part headlines and punchlines, I like to think, and a whole lot of material on fatherhood, although that's getting harder and harder. Are you going through this with your kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
They wanted to be stories when they were younger. Now their personal life is private. I am not your material, man. So I try to respect that. So there's less material these days.
And now for the counterpoint on that, the reason Luke is here is not just to roast his dad for a moment or two on live TV, but also you're going to be opening up the show on Thursday, playing a little guitar.
I am.
How long have you been playing, first of all?
I mean, on and off about 4 years.
Really? You got a set list or repertoire here?
I mean, loosely. I'm gonna just go for it.
We're gonna find out. What's it like now? Let's hear your point of view on this because Vin has been talking about his kids for years. I've known you for years. I've watched you grow up. How's it feel?
To be opening for this?
No. How does it feel to be be fodder for this guy?
I mean, it has pros and cons, I guess. I'd like to assume there are more pros.
Sure.
Maybe in my autobiography years from now, I'll write about the cons.
You got to work it out. You got to work it out in therapy first, right?
Of course.
Do you love the fact that he thinks there's an autobiography looming? Can you tell I've been talking about my autobiography for years.
Mine's going to be a bestseller.
No, see, this is what you're going to get. Talk to me. All kidding aside, we can laugh about this for the rest of the show, but I think Vin is one of the best fathers you're ever going to meet, and especially as we go into back to school, you're getting ready to launch him into junior year. What advice have you given him?
Well, I don't know if I've given necessarily advice on junior year because everything's still off kilter from the pandemic. It's been a wild ride these last 2.5 years. That's where the guitar really started. Like you're listening upstairs and it's like, holy cow, like that's excellent. Yeah. So I try to end every summer, as you know. You were great. You came out to last year's show with a show, a stand-up show. I tried to give it a theme.
Right, and this one is?
Fathers and Sons.
There you go.
And before I even came up with the theme, one day they said, are you doing a show? And I said, yeah, would you guys want to be a part of it? My daughter shot it down.
Really?
Luke with a smile was like, I'll play a little guitar. And as we started getting closer, I'm like, that's what the show should be. Fathers and Sons. I'll talk about my father, what he did and what I did differently.
And your crowd, your audience knows that you do impart advice, good advice, maybe not so good. It's trial and error when it comes to parenting. Yeah. So, and he's turned out to be a fine young man.
He's a fine young man. There you go. You know my crowd. Clothing could get launched at this young man on Thursday night at Woodwinds.
Let's talk about this comedy show. Woodwinds down in Branford.
Yep.
What do you
Beautiful
Thursday
facility.
night? What time?
Doors open at 6 because there's a wonderful meal that you get with it if you ever went to Woodwinds.
Food is great there,
for an event or for a wedding. And I like to think that, it's this huge wedding facility. We're going to bring a lot of laughter into a room where people's lives end.
Just right.
Where they sign up to end their lives.
So you're getting that as a good point in a lot of ways. Yeah, I picked up on that. We have information on the show. Luke and Dad Vinnie Penn going to be there Thursday night at Woodwinds. I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Okay? You're on stage first. You can take any shot you want at your old man, but he gets the mic last, and he'll hit you back.
Yeah. He wouldn't dare.
How many shows have you seen when the opening act blows the... That's what's going to happen, and I'm ready.
Continued success, Vinny.
Thanks
nice launch in your career. This is his first time on live TV. We are going to send it right back over into the other studio where Tim and Symphony are standing by. This guy's a legend here.
Mm-hmm. And you're right. Never start a war with a comedian with a microphone.
That's right.
You get the last say and you will go down. Thank you, guys.
All right.